Hello. There we go. God dang it. Every time I plug something into this computer, voice mod changes the setting it goes to without me doing it, and I don't understand why. Oh well. Anyway, we'll trim that out. Nobody needs to see that. Hopefully the sound is fine now. Alright, excellent. We will just grind. We'll grind by ourselves. Grinding with myself. Grinding with myself. With myself. Speaking of grinding with myself, quarantine's almost over here in LA. He tried to throw a special and he died. Very excited to be. I was at a place tonight where I actually got to hang out with people, a bunch of people from my theater company, some friends I hadn't seen in a few years actually. Someone had moved to Florida and she was in town, and I'd done a lot of shows with her in the past and got to hang out. We were all got to hug each other. It was amazing. I don't know if I properly appreciated the value of actual hugs in the past. I always enjoyed a good hug, of course, and enjoyed giving a good hug, but I don't think I realized how valuable they were to my mental health until we were just not doing it for 14, 15 months. So we got a lot of hugs in. I hope everybody out there gets their hugs in as well. Get out there and hug somebody. Get in the pit and try to love someone. Baw with the baw, ba-bang da dang diggy diggy. Hey yo, didn't think you would get on tonight. Hey, what's up, Aaron? See, yeah, I was hanging out with some friends, and I wanted to, but it went a little late, and I didn't want to just leave right away. But I definitely wanted to get on tonight because I did not get a chance to day stream yesterday like I wanted to. Hope you're doing well, sir. Showrunner in the house. I went to day stream yesterday, and we have these. My company we're trying to get a PPP loan for the theater. We're a nonprofit, and they just released a whole round of stuff for nonprofits in round 6 of the latest PPP loan, and we were getting all our ducks in a row for that, and they sent us an email and they said, hey, it looks like your status is suspended in the state of California, according to the California Secretary of State's website. And I was like, what? So I went there, and it turns out somebody who doesn't work with the company anymore wasn't doing what they were supposed to be doing and filing some paperwork. So I had to go back and find our adjusted gross for 10 years. 10 years of adjusted gross each year income, and submit a bunch of those forms, and then go and then submit a statement of, an official statement of intent or statement of officers, and I had to fill out a whole other form, and then it just became a whole thing. It took up my entire day, and I could not get on and stream. So I needed to make sure I got it in before the weekend so we can get the loan. So hopefully we'll get it. We need the money. We've just been bleeding the money since the pandemic started. We're just only money going out, not money coming in. Hopefully this won't be too much of a roadblock for us. They seem to think we could still get it. But tonight was very fun, very pleasant. Got to hang out with a lot of old friends. We actually got to hug each other. It was great. I'm at 3.1 million in summoner trials. You think that's enough for the Nexus? I don't know. I don't, have there been like does Trucos keep track of that? Are you on Facebook, Aaron C? Because if you go to Facebook, Marvel um, Contest of Champions, like Trucos has a page where he kind of lists scores, and I don't know what the previous score was for the Nexus 4-star. That's is it top 500? I feel like that's probably enough. Like that would be a score that would get you the champ back in the day. Like if you're going for the 4-star basic arena. Hugs, what is that? I know, right? It was so nice. So nice to just get to hang out with people and sit around and talk and feel that energy and everybody getting loud and talking over each other. It was like, oh my god, we were overcompensating a bit, I think, for all the missed time. But at the same time, it felt like we just fell right back into how we were before. It was like it was just so relaxing and nice to see everybody and not feel like freaky about it. No, I don't have Facebook. I don't know if he's got a Twitter or anything, but yeah, Trucos generally has that stuff online. I don't really know about the Summoner Trials ones. I don't know what they've been going for, and I don't know if who's tracking it. If you really want it, I can go up to 3.4. And that's, I can't say guarantee, but 3.1 feels like it's enough. Especially for just a Nexus. I put in some work in that arena this week just to get some units. I foolishly tossed aside so many units, going for Shang-Chi again. Oh well. I just really wanted to see him pop up in the crystal. I want a Shang-Chi. I just downloaded a whole bunch of new software I want to finish the Shang-Chi video I started working on last week. But changing everything over the computer sort of changed priorities right now. No, I just want the ISO. Gotcha. Gonna get this 4-star Mr. Negative instead. Oh yeah, I should do that. I keep forgetting about that. That I can just grab that with milestones now. I did it for Shang-Chi. But I already had like the Immortal Abomination and stuff like that, so I didn't go for those 4 stars. But yeah, I definitely should pick up this Mr. Negative. Thank you for the reminder. I can get that handled. I can usually get that score in just a couple of rounds. Maybe I'll just wait for next week. Speaking of Shang-Chi, what did you think of the Shang-Chi bundle today? I didn't look at it. Is this it right here? Is he in this? Not in those. Are you talking about something else? Is there another bundle in one of the stores somewhere? Which bundle are you talking about, Aaron C? Shang-Chi isn't in the Shang-Chi bundle. Ah, okay. Is this the one you're talking about? The Cavalier, what, this one? Where do I find it? Yeah, makes sense. Yeah. I'm not sure. I'm not sure which one. I'm looking for. Is it on offer? Am I just not scrolling over far enough? Oh. Oh, they added these thingies in here. Hand-to-hand combat crystal shards. Huh. Interesting. Are these the ones that have the chance for the 6-star? Because that's tempting. Or is it this? Is that this one or is that this one? Cavalier. Okay, Cavalier. And these are hand-to-hand combat crystal shards. Okay. Hand-to-hand combat crystal shards. Well, these have a chance at Aegon, so that's kind of tempting. Kabam, blue balled me hard this morning. This is what you're talking about right here? Yeah. 1,005. I don't think that's not worth it to me. I mean, these boosts are nice. Obviously, the calves are valued at $10 a pop, but I don't see Aegon in there. And that would be the only reason it would be worth it for me. But these ones, this has a chance at a 5-star Aegon. I might pick these up after the end of the stream. That's the Cav one. Shang-Chi isn't in there, though. Yeah. Yeah, I'm still searching for that Aegon. So that's tempting. That's only $5. It said I had 3,000 already saved up. Oh, so it is the 6-star. Ooh. I see. How many? Do you know how many days? That's what I saw before I went to the bundle. Okay. Aegon isn't in there either, so not worth it. Yeah. But he is in these hand-to-hand ones, and so how many days have they been doing this where you can buy this and get this? Because I haven't checked. That's very tempting for me. I know I'm not gonna get them, but you get. I have 3, and if I bought that's 10. I can get 3 shots at it. That's tempting. We'll come back to that. We'll see what happens. Value-wise, it's 1.5 cab per $5. Oh, because they're 175. Right. I was thinking featured calves, but yeah. Yeah, that bundle is just not worth it to me. Did you buy it? Did you go for them? Or did you see that Shang-Chi or Aegon weren't in there and you're like, nah, thanks? 2.5 per $5. I mean, yeah, that makes a little more sense. And you're getting 5 in the bundle. You get 3 of the boost and 1,000 6-star shards. Yeah, $40. That seems a little expensive to me. I'm gonna pass on that one. However, I might get that Mystic Bundle. That Mystic Bundle is tempting. Very tempting. You saw Shang-Chi wasn't in there, so you didn't do it. Yeah. Screw that, man. Shang-Chi or bust. Hey, alright. King Groot, special one, killing him. Killing him. Alright. Huh. I think I need to adjust the settings that I'm broadcasting. I'm not getting the same quality that I'm seeing in my Streamlabs. I'm not getting the same on when I check the stream itself. I wonder what I need to do there. I'll have to look up some YouTube videos on it. I'd love to have Aegon, but I'm not actively searching for him. I still have variants in Act 6 to do, so I'm not in a rush. Yeah, I mean, that's very smart. You got plenty of content before you need to worry about Abyss, or if you want to go into Labyrinth and clear it. For me, I'm just kind of like, I have Act 6 to finish up, 6.4. Looking at Act 7, but the Abyss is kind of just what's looking me square in the eye with all those rewards, saying, when are you going to come in here, Falstaff? When are you going to come grab us? We know you want to get your juicy little hands on us. I'm like, whoa, stop being so creepy. But yes, I do. I do want to get my juicy little hands on those rewards. That Nexus just seems like so much fun. There's so much good that can come from it, and so much disappointment. But I mean, with 10 shots, I don't even know which one I'd go for. Maybe Mutant? That way you're almost, guaranteed to get something good. Mystic is very tempting as well. Get that Doctor Doom or Claire, especially since my Mystic class isn't the strongest as of yet. I don't know. I have a lot of time to think about it. Since I'm never going to pull Aegon, apparently. It's okay. It's fine. My baby account, on the other hand, I went for as many Aegons as possible. Did you ever get him? Were you talking about going for the 4-star? Thought I was going to interrupt that, but I did not. I did not. Yeah, keep stunning him. Oh, I hate trying to chain Moon Knight's specials, man. It's so annoying to try to figure out whatever that timing is on that last hit. And he's not even good. He's not very good, so there's no reason to practice with him. Hopefully when the Disney Plus show comes out, Moon Knight gets a nice buff, a nice complete his stuff is interesting. Maybe I don't know if it's a values update or if it's just a complete kit update, but it is sort of annoying that his stuff changes in cycles, but I think there's a fun way to do that. But yeah, I don't know. I got a 5-star Aegon on one of my first crystals, so I've been trying to get him since. Gotcha. Okay. Going for that dupe. That makes perfect sense. I keep hoping for him out of one of these dang crystals. Yeah, that's right. You got the 3 Daredevil HKs? Oh. Spare me, Lord. Why? All I want is the Aegon. I want the Aegon, Georgie. You ever watch Seinfeld? I wanted the cashmere. I wasn't able to stream yesterday, but it had the Aegon crystal up, or the dual class skill in mutant. So I recorded one and went for it, but once again, just a crappy champ. I don't even remember what I pulled. I just it was just something bad, and I was like, alright, I just closed the video and probably won't even upload it. Oh, okay. I thought I was reverse controlling there, and I just got whacked. Just got whacked, bro. I wanted Aegon, but ended up getting egged on. Do I have to put a boo in? Oh wait, here we go. I wanted an Aegon, but ended up getting egged on. Ended up getting egged on. Why? Why is this not working? Ugh, I never know what the hell's going on every time I turn this on. It's supposed to work. Oh. Is it supposed to be open while I try to do it? I don't get this thing. I don't get what's going on. Top of the morning, kiddo. What's up, Billy D? Top of the morning to you as well. Locked meme sounds. How you doing? Thank you for coming in. Soundboard keybind. Stop all sound. I don't. I have VoiceMod Pro. Ugh. I really hate VoiceMod. This thing is really annoying me. It's like it has all these fun things that just don't work for sometimes for some reason. I'm tired of messing with it. It keeps changing my settings without asking. It's just a jerk. Just a jerk. I'm sure it's just me not knowing what's happening, but it's frustrating. It's very frustrating. Okay, time to put my jogging pants on. All right. Sounded ominous. Where are you jogging to? Are you just like running to run? That sounded really judgy. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to judge your running. Are you a jogger, Aaron? Doing arena on my old account is so nice compared to my new account. Suicides and bigger roster. Yeah. Suicides make a huge difference when you're going into a grind. And obviously having the bigger roster, you're going to be able to get more champs and get things done. It's fun playing a new account for a bit, but it's like when you start missing, like, you're like, I put a lot of work into that old one. Because you booed me, I have to take a lap. Right. Because of the BG stuff. I forgot. Yes. Put your jogging pants on, Aaron. And then don't jog. Drop and give me 20. There we go. Sweatpants will take care of that too. My first 6-star was Mr. Sinister. Is he good? Sure ya, bruh? Short answer, no. No, he is not. He has a few synergies that are useful. You can transfer debuffs from yourself to somebody else, and that's nice. But he kind of hits like a noodle. He's not. He doesn't bring the damage, and in the mutant class, bringing him into fights when there are so many other options, it's just kind of a bummer. He was one of my first 6 stars as well, so I feel your pain there. Scarco coming in saying, "Evening, Falstaff. Evening, Scarco. Hello, hello. Welcome." We jumped on a little bit later this evening. Got to meet up with some of my theater company peeps. We had a good time. We were able to talk and have beverages and hug each other. It was really nice. It was a nice evening. I was the designated driver for one of my friends, which is a total role reversal for us. It was kind of nice. It was bizarro world. He just had a kid, so he's like, he really hasn't gotten out of the house in a long time. I put way too much money into my old account to completely abandon it. Yeah, I feel you. You on Twitter? I want to share my roster. Sure am. It's Another Dude Gam 1. I didn't choose it. It chose it for me. But Another Dude Gaming on Twitter. Let's see if I can show it. I think this will allow me to show it on stream. Just make sure. Yeah, there it is. This is me right here. Another Dude Gaming. Another Dude Gam 1. I wanted just Another Dude Gaming, but which is not taken. But apparently it was too long or something. I don't know. Whatever, Twitter. Apparently I can change the name, but I tried and it didn't work. Someday we'll figure all of this stuff out. All of our technical difficulties will come to an end. So I cleared variant 6 yesterday, already maxig 5-star Fury, which got me the shards for a 6-star Electro. Arena points, I guess. Yeah, he's not special, but he's not bad. He's cool to have. You can put him on defense. Rank him up. Somebody has to bring something to deal with him, and so that's a bonus, and where like he's got some potential. He needs a full rework. Because Electro is a cool villain. He just doesn't have anything going on for him under the hood in game yet, and it would be really nice to see something good. Because I also have a 6-star Electro. I believe I pulled him on stream. And I would love to see that buff. Maybe around the time when this Spider-Verse movie comes out, when supposedly Jamie Foxx is back, even though Jamie Foxx is the worst part of that movie. I like him when he's Electro. When he's the guy before it, he's just overacting and doing weird stuff. Not my cup of tea. The Electro stuff looks cool. Oh, please. Okay, there we go. Also, I'm back in a Platinum Map 7 Alliance. Kind of scary, though I haven't done a serious war since Season 7. You'll fall right back into it. Map 7's not much harder than Map 6. You just need to do more prep, and war is where it kind of sucks, because then you feel bad if you screw up. And just tell them you're nervous about it. have him give you some easy paths based on what champs you have, and like you work your way back up. Just be honest about it. You don't have to go in there and pretend to be a hero. It's better to try to get some easy fights and get the experience back under your belt rather than try to, you know, go into some hard fight and fail. I think I will share my roster in Church Basket. Bree said, nah, it sucks. Awk, that 6-star Claire. Come back, we talk then. Well, you tried to donate your 6-star roster? Bree's just like, no, thank you. Tried to pop that 6-star roster into the donation plate, and he was like, we don't want this trash, okay? Take your Mr. Sinister and go into the confessional booth, because you just tried to donate a Mr. Sinister to the church, and you have sinned. So give me 6 Hail Marys for each star on that Sinister. I don't do war. Yeah, me either. So I guess the Electro is just arena points then. But if you ever do get back into war, he's there. At least you got a priest who knows what he's talking about. Beyond God all the way, right? Claire is amazing. Claire is amazing. I really want her as a 6-star. I was heartbroken when BG didn't select her. But I totally understood his reasons. Totally understood. And there he is. Along with my 6-star Awakened Jugs. It was totally fun to play. Speaking of noodles. Hell yeah, Skarko. He actually plays game. He's a Marvel buff. And it was our barber that got us on game a few years back. Oh, okay. Your priest is a Marvel buff? That's awesome. Oh, he knows he's going to be pushing me hard. You're going to be put in charge of a BG. Oh, God. You told him you've been an officer before, didn't you? You fell into that trap. I wonder why those aren't working. I got to figure this out. What happened there? Maybe it's because... Let me see. Sorry, I'm just readjusting some stuff here. Voice mod. Yes. Okay. Voice mod. Put you on to actual voice mod virtual audio device. If I mute here, I apologize. Alright, now we're doing. Okay, let's see. Will this work? Still did not work. Oh well. Oh well. Something that's a tomorrow problem. That's fine. That's what I get for playing with Slice 'em, right? Yeah, exactly. They know your history. Hang on. Ms. Jane must have missed it with the late start. Stand by. Okay. I'd love to see Ms. Jane in here. Yeah, I did not put out a tweet. I got home and I just jumped on. Sure, yeah, bro, saying check Twitter. Alrighty. There we go. Okay. Where'd you go? Alright, here we go. Okay. Venom. Invest some resources into him. He's very, very useful. Iceman is very, very useful for a lot of stuff in the game. He's an anti-evade champ. His damage isn't all that great, but you can't. There are ways to mitigate it, but he's got a lot of safety built into him. And as much as I'm not a huge fan of this Spider-Man, he can get a lot done. And you have this Nick Fury and this Captain Marvel. Ranking her up wouldn't be a bad option either. Because she goes indestructible, she gets all those Fury, she does a lot of damage. But there's that darn Sinister. Yeah, sorry about that Sinister, man. But you got the start of a good roster here, man. Venom's going to help out a lot. He's going to help out a lot in the variants. Like the villain variant, there's like a whole variant that he's like great in. So put a lot of resources into that, man. Jane Foster has some utility that can really help you out. She has, if you really need something like to nullify, she can do that. She can get those things on her heavy and get rid of buffs that way. She could also chain stun, but I think she only does that when she's awakened. No, not Iceman. Look, buddy, I'm an Iceman fan. Venom is absolutely. To me, Venom is the way. Is where like, I would go Venom because he's a 5-star over this Captain Marvel. When you're investing your cosmic stuff, so take this guy as high as you can. Because he's great unawakened as well. Jane Foster. My dream of a Jane Foster buff has been ruined. Oh well. I'm sorry, Aaron C. What's up, Chi? Hello. You rank 5, Nick. Congratulations. Lady, I can see you just slightly changing the prayers in the name of RN Jesus. Yeah. Is my roster good? I'm on 5.1.4. I say you've got, between your 5s and 4 stars, you're good to start on 5.1 and get through it. You're just gonna need a few more rank ups. This Nick Fury is great to have. This Captain America is great to have. Sunspot. But yeah, there's no rush for you there. Your roster is good. It's developing. This Omega Red's going to be very helpful once you get him awakened. And Quake can do a lot if you learn how to use her. Yeah, man. And just depending on your skill level, you got a shot. You got a shot at getting through there. I was a leader in a master alliance. I guess you could say I was really good at war. Got my team of low account alliance mates beating big boy alliances because of how well we plan everything. Very nice, Aaron C. That's always a good feeling. Making masters is tough. Hard work. Congratulations. From when you did it. That Venom cheese, yeah. I'd seen the clips of the Venom cheese in Variant 6, but experience it was a whole other story. Like 12 hit fights, heavy spam against the wall. Yeah, it's bonkers. And you're in there, you're like, just like, I got you now, kabam! So yeah, take that Venom and hit some of the variants. The variants are going to give you a lot of useful tools to rank up some of those champs. You're going to get a lot of rank up materials. You're going to get a lot of, 4 to 5, or 3 to 4 gems and 4 to 5 gems, and you can take up several of those. Really, I've been using Ghost for nothing. Well, obviously, Ghost is the key to a lot of problems. Oh, I still have that up. He's level 45. All right. You just got to get the the rest of the ISO together to take them all the rest of the way up, Chi? Get on it. He's great. Aaron C, the power node locks them with armor break. You can infinitely heavy spam because they don't gain any power. Yeah, it's so good. I had my 6-star in there just ripping that content up. It was a lot of fun. That one, I love when they put it in cheese paths like that. Because it is fun to play. I really loved the Dr. Voodoo cheese path in the most recent one. That was a lot of fun to do. I gotta pay attention to this Hyperion before he kills me. Please be enough damage. There we go. Okay. It was really good, but it also led to very quick burnout. As amazing as it was, low-level players shouldn't be playing in Master. It is tough. You burn through a lot of items very quickly, especially if you're, if your skill level or something isn't quite up to Masters, but you are competing there. It can be very rough on the items. Okay, buddy. Why don't you take a grenade to the face? Are you kidding me? He sidestepped me. The jerk. I'm dead. That's fine. Should I worry about Maestro in Act 4? The other one was using Kingpin like Void. Oh, in the with the new Kingpin? You talking about in the villain variant? That's interesting. I finished that before he got buffed, so or unless the old one worked that way. That's awesome. Yeah, you should worry about Maestro in Act 4. You should worry about all the rewards you're going to get after you murder him with your Nick Fury. A rank 4 Nick Fury is going to, or a rank 5 Nick Fury is going to tear up that Maestro. You got no problems, Chi. Just try to push him to the special 2 or evade, or block, and just go with your first life. Learn how to evade the special 1, and that way, if you get blasted, you got Nick's second life, and then maybe you can just block it. If you start getting concerned, you're not going to be able to figure out the evade. But yeah, just make sure with Nick Fury you're doing light ending combos, Chi. So medium, light. Light. That's 5. Because you want to hit that extra bleed on him. Very, very important. It's where a lot of his damage comes from. Doom is ripping apart his way through Act 4. Yeah, Doom would. Yeah, if you've got Doom on your roster and your Nick Fury, you're gonna be fine against Maestro. You just gotta. He's pretty easy once you get used to him. No problems there, G. Lucky you have Nick Fury and Doom in Act 4. Yeah, exactly, right? I wish I had Nick Fury and Doom in Act 4 when I was doing it. Oh my god. Ridiculous. kids these days. They just don't know how good their champs are. Back when I did Act 4, we had Rocket Raccoon. He threw a grenade at your face, and you better believe that was all you got. I don't remember who I used in Act 4. I was probably... I was probably using, like, 5-star Wolverine. Ugh. Gross. I hate her. Hold on. I'm gonna make sure I don't die here. I had to use Hulk and Cable. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just gotta go through what you got. Ooh. Yeah, Nick is showing some good bleed damage and such. I haven't awakened. Well, awaken him, Chi. What are you waiting for? Just kidding. When champs get buffs, it should not be added to old content, in my opinion. It's hard, though, because some of the things, like... you know, just dropping code in there and then trying to find... you know, specific things in the game that have been tuned a certain way. I don't know. I don't know what the answer to that, because some things do get changed and some things don't. And I don't know or understand what the decision-making process is there about either way. I am 2,000 RS to spend. What should I buy in MCFC? 2,000. What is RS? 2,000 rupees? I'm not sure which. Is that a currency? Is that your like a real life currency? I'm not sure. Sure, yeah, brah. I agree, Billy. There's a Magneto in Act 5.3 that's harder than the Ultron boss. Yeah. After ripping apart Master with CGR and Quake and Nick and Doom and Ghost, should I worry about Collector in Act 5? The Collector fight is a BS fight. Collector it's above Maestro like a lot. Jewel popping in saying Jello. What's up, Jewel? Jello to you as well. Yeah, the problem with the Collector fight is that it's just it's not the most fair fight in the game. It's full of, as Seaton would say, fun and interactive damage. It just means it's a pain in the butt that's hard to get through, and you're going to spend a lot of revives and units to get through it. Because he just smashes you, and there's not a reliable way. I guess, I'm sure MSD can do it, but there's not a terribly reliable way to get through that fight without having to resort to Unit Man. Act 4, I think I had my OG AQ team. Thor, Switch, Hulk, X-23. Pretty sure I had to wait until AQ wasn't on so that I could clear story. Yeah. We had to rotate those. Like, we have to wait a week so you could actually do content. Old school Magneto back in the day, Ghost Rider was the best option. Not sure it would be now. No, he's not. Is his chain metal? I don't think this chain is metal, right? Like $30. Mm. Do you have all your masteries unlocked? There are some crystals with Mr. Negative in them right now that also have Shang-Chi, who's a great champion. For me, I would just hold on to that $30 and wait until 4th of July. spend it on the deals then, because you're gonna get a lot more value for that $30 than you're gonna get on anything today. Sure, yeah, bro. For $30, you're gonna be able to get like a 6-star Nexus, or maybe just a 6-star. I can't remember what the deals were, because I remember there were both in there, but I can't remember the price points on each of them. But yeah, save that $30. Invest it on the 4th of July. Because honestly, there's nothing in the game worth spending on right now. Except for maybe these, for me, these dailies with those crystals in them that I can maybe get my egg on or dupe him. I always felt AA was the best for Magneto because of his immunity to ability accuracy down. Doesn't he need a certain amount of SIGs to be immune to that, though? Or am I mistaken? Also, should I focus on 5-star Sorcerer Supreme after Nick, or should I focus on CGR or Quake or Ghost? It just depends on which kind of playstyle you want to do. Those are all monster champions. CGR, you know, he's a ramp-up champ. Massive damage. Great champ to rank up. He also has some immunities to take advantage of. Sorcerer Supreme she's obviously great for different reasons, but oh my god, are you kidding me? I fucking hate this game. Ghost Rider is not metal. Okay. Make sure this Warlock doesn't kill me. Big damage. There we go. Oh my god, are you kidding? He didn't get stunned. Oh. That her thing where it doesn't work sometimes drives me absolutely up the wall. And he threw the special when I was supposed to get stunned, and I just lost my streak. I love this game. I love it when that happens. If you don't like Sorcerer Supreme, then don't rank her up. $30, that's 2 bottles, right? Should I save for 4th of July? Absolutely save for 4th of July. 4-star Warlock is great. You got a lot of great options, Chi. You're just gonna have to decide what you need for your roster. What kind of immunities you're lacking. If you're lacking power control, you're lacking stuff that you absolutely need. Take a look and assess, because I don't know exactly what you have. There's no way for me to give you like solid advice. I mean, I don't like Ghost, and right now in Quake I really like, and CGR is kind of in the middle. Quake's powerful. She gets a lot done. Yeah, 3 game-changing champs in 3 completely different playstyles, exactly. So you just kind of have to decide what you like doing in the game, how you like approaching fights. Think about Ghost, you have to sacrifice team slots for synergy, but she's so good if you can get her down. Yeah. I need to take CGR into something that I can play with the rotation. So far, everything has died with 3 judgments in SP2. Yeah. There's not a lot of content built to withstand much more than that. I can't wait to pull him. He looks so fun to play. Alright, we'll build the streak back up again. Not that I really really care. I'm not going for the champ. Just here to do some chill arena and talk to the good folks out here in YouTube. Yeah, just rank your favorite ones, buddy. You got a lot of great ones there, and you're not going to go wrong anyway. Just do the one that you are the most comfortable with, and there you go. Lacking good 4-star mutants, yeah. Sometimes the game there'll be a specific class, I feel like, where it just kind of lags you behind a little while. Like my 6-star Mystic roster right now is just lagging behind everything else. I'm lucky that my mutant roster is great, because it's also one of the best classes in the game. It has so many powerful champs, so many different immunities, so many different utilities. If I had to pick a weak and a strong class, it would probably be, I would go that way. Although I might just go actually tech, since I don't really play Ghost that much. But when I lose streak, I don't even want to continue anymore. Yeah, I mean, generally I'm the same way, but when I'm on stream, I just don't care. Arena, unless you're doing a grind, it's not really about the gameplay. It's just about chilling with everybody, hanging out and talking. I'll rank up Quake. Well, there you go. I'll rank up Quake if you can play Quake style. Yeah, if you know that, if you watch, Dorky Diggity Dave has a great Quake video. You can get that, the evades, the hold, swipe, hold, swipe, hold, swipe. If you can get that style down, I'm sure there's a bunch of other videos now. I haven't looked up in years. I still haven't pulled a 5-star Quake, so I just haven't had occasion to go back and retrain. She's a very difficult champ to play. Yeah. Losing streak means I can use low-ranked champs to get the class combat points. Yeah, that's a bright side. Look on the silver lining there. Thank you, Scarco. What do we have right now? What's going on? Do we have a combat up? We have science combat up. Okay. Oh, an arena wins. Good. Get all of that stuff. And then once I get into the hard part of the streak, I'll have to pay attention again so I don't die. I'd lose my streak. With that wasp fight, I should have just not bothered with the heavy stun. It wasn't worth it. It was much safer to just parry heavy and end the fight, because it easily could have ended the fight. Science with heavy. I miss Dave too. Twitter, please. All right. Let's check it out. Should I take her up? Absolutely. Do you have a Nick Fury? You do have a Nick Fury. We looked at your roster. Yeah. Since you have the Nick Fury, definitely take her up. But I would say not before you take up that Venom. That 5-star Venom is going to do a lot more for you than her. I mean, she does have immunities, and the Indestructible's great, and she does great damage, but I would take up that, I would take up the Venom first, bro. What's happened here? There we go. I won't mind Thing. Thing is good. Thing is great. Who's Dave? Who's Dave? Dorky Diggity Dave. Dorky Diggity Dave is one of the OG streamers. He made the some of the best content for the game, like how to parry like a ninja and stuff like that. He really was a great resource for new players, and new and old alike. And just a really positive, awesome guy to watch on stream and chat with. And I miss Joel, and I miss Steiny. Yeah, Steiny's Minecrafting now, I think. Joel's still figuring out his situation. He'll be back soon, Aaron. Yeah. I miss Grand Kahonu and Quickshot. Oh yeah, Grand. The Grand Scheme. When Gran left the game, like officially, he was like, he gave me his old account. I was like, I'm just gonna keep an eye on this. I don't really want to play it or anything, just in case you come back. I don't, because he didn't want to delete it. You know, he'd spent a lot of time on it, so I kept it warm for him. But he ended up not coming back, and I just didn't do anything with it. Cade, yeah. And Quickshot. Did Quickshot stream? I think he streamed for a little bit. But yeah, those are like a lot of the OG 4 Lokis. The back in the early seasons when War changed, those guys were the 4 Lokians that I knew. I miss Cade, yeah. Cade was a good streamer. Steiny on Twitch, Aaron Minecraft. Yeah. Steiny, yeah, he's Minecrafting now. Miss Jane can't come to the phone right now. She says, hey, Falstaff. Well, hey, Miss Jane. Tell her I said, hey. I don't know why I said it like that, but... Who's better? Corvus, CGR, Hyperion, Cap Marvel movie. They're all great. They all have different uses in the game, but they're all great. I have 1, 2, 3 of those at rank 5. And the only reason I don't have CGR at rank 5 is because I don't have them yet. I think Hyperion... I would go Hyperion out of there as my personal favorite, just because so much utility. Incinerates, armor break, he's got healing, massive damage. I mean, he's just a handsome dude, too. Corvus, you're going to want to... Corvus is situational, I feel like. You need him for certain paths, I feel like. But then he just... Once you know what you're going to use him for, he's just going to destroy everything. I used him a lot in 6.3. Cade might be back also, but just a 4 Loki, I think? Really, Billy D? I hadn't heard that. But he's not going to stream? That's cool. It'd be great to see him back in the game. Dave works for Kabam now. Yeah, he does. I don't know if he's still going to do any of the YouTube stuff, but like we talked about before, his moving to a whole new city, getting your kids set up, and doing all that is and getting settled into a new job. It just doesn't leave a lot of time for YouTube. And if if he was looking at YouTube as a means to an end, and now he's working for full on working for a game company, then maybe he just doesn't need YouTube anymore for his life. Are you saying you have access to the Grand Kahonu? Yeah, I did. I think I lost all the login info a long time ago. It's like sometimes when you change phones and line gets all wonky on you and you don't have old conversations. Quick Shot stream pretty often. Yeah, I seem to remember. I don't think I was subscribed or something. I don't know. I remember he got like his landlord took his computer and like threw it out in the street one time. And took his meds because he's a veteran and he had like certain things he'd been prescribed, and like he just had this nightmare of a landlord that like broke into his apartment, put his stuff on the street. He did them drunk streams. Ah, okay, yeah. Those are the my days before I quit. I quit a little after Joel did. Oh yeah. Yeah, that was. I mean, I took a long break. I never quit, but I took a long break from doing anything serious in the game besides logging in and maybe some AQ fights in our Loki. But since I started streaming, I've been able to complete 6.3. We're on 6.4.3 now. I should get that done in June. I can start on X7, and hopefully somewhere in there we pull Aegon and I can go in and do some of that long form content for y'all. So that'll be nice and fun. Enzo mentioned Cade in one of the streams last week. Oh, that's sweet. That's great. Well, hopefully. Watching movies with Cade? Yeah, yeah, that was great. He had those little watch-alongs. That's funny, with Suicide's permanently on, I never use Hyperion Incinerate or Armor Break, just stack Furies in Special 3. Yeah, that's the great thing about him. You can play him so many different ways. And because it's not like, it doesn't take forever to get to the Special 3, you're just constantly building up power and parry heavying, like, he can be Suicide friendly. Me and Quickshot got Seaton to put Magic on the God tier list after so long of not acknowledging her memories. Yeah, I remember those days. She finally... then she went to Beyond God tier for a long time, and now she's back on the God tier list. Cade popped up in one of Enzo's streams the other day. Surprised us all. Got it. Okay. Hold on. I gotta take off these shoes. Shoes in the house. I came home and jumped right on the computer. Oh, that's so much better. There we go. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that when he pops back in. Gotta start watching Enzo then, I guess. Yeah. Subscribe to Enzo. He's a beautiful man. Very, very positive. I remember way back in... Remember... it was only for a few weeks, if I remember correctly, but Pastor Sammy that would stream after Brian. I'm not very religious, so I always kind of duck out a little quickly, but he was a really nice guy. Enzo lives across the globe. It's harder to catch his streams. Yeah, he's usually on during the day. He and... I always see him and Ilac, like, streaming around the same time. I always try to pop in at least, just the streams to say what's up to people. Like, I gotta get work done during the day, but if it's on in the background, then it's, it's nice to have some, like, a little bit of company. You can pop in the chat and say what's up to everybody. And since I've been streaming, a lot of people know my name now, and so they, chat back. So it's really nice. that kind of relief from taking the shoes off. Can't imagine when the pants come off. You know it. You know it, Scarco. There's a lot of like right now I can feel like I didn't feel it until you mentioned it because I was just ignoring it, but I can feel my belt digging into me. So I didn't take that off either. Oh man, that's gonna be nice. That's gonna be nice at the end of the stream to get that done. Belt is digging into some of my COVID belly. Ugh. It's insulting. It's insulting. Oh my God, Pastor Sammy, we were at SGA together. Yeah. I always supported him. I'm not religious myself, but I loved how positive he was about everything. Yeah, same thing, Aaron C. He was a good dude to tune in for the positivity. I was like, man, these, like, iChurch pastor and Pastor Sammy are both whales. I was like, are they? Is this what you get? Like, is it like, are you like the collection plate? Is that what it's for? Is for popping crystals? Joking, of course. But yeah, if you get hired as a pastor on at a church, you can make a lot of money. PB popping in with a quick like. Appreciate it, brother. Thank you. Yeah, get some sleep. It's late. It's late for me. And so it's on when I wake up, 7 a.m.-ish. Is that really when he's on? For some reason, maybe I've been getting up super early the last couple of months. So Sammy was free to play, was he? Maybe I'm just thinking of iChurch Pastor then. He did more arena than BG. Okay. Well, yeah. No, I'm not trying to tell tales out of school here. I think I'm thinking of iChurch Pastor. Yeah. Poor Loki. Yeah, I remember. Church Pastor was in Omni for a little bit too. And you went over to 4 Loki. I think he was in our Loki for a while too. Maybe he's still in. Yeah, there he is. Yeah, he would go to town, but I think he's sort of retired. Along with the rest of us. It was a good crew of dudes. I lost my first subscriber. I was at 101, then I went down to 100. So sad. Like I wonder who was unsubbed. I know somebody came in and they were like, I subbed with like 3 different accounts. So it wasn't really 100 people anyway, but whatever. They can do what they want. It's fine. I'm not thinking about it all the time or anything. Pastor Sammy, you may be thinking of. Cool guy he is. Yeah. Are you the most active in our Loki Falstaff? I might be. No, there's plenty of people that do more arena than I do. And there are days when I don't jump on until the evening just because of other stuff that I gotta do. In quarantine, I became a lot more active because I wasn't doing anything. But it came in waves. It really came in waves. Part of the goal of the stream was because I'd fallen behind on so many champs by not really paying too close of attention to the game, was to get on stream and learn what the heck was going on with the game. As far as some of these champs that I didn't, I get on and whatever. I don't care about looking like a fool. So, like, if I screw up and have the chat tell me what I'm doing wrong, and it's worked out pretty well. People taught me how to use Mole God the other night, and people were coaching me on Dragon Man a week ago. So it's been mostly helpful. And also when I'm trying to make content now, like I got to read a lot more. really understand a champ before I can try to make a breakdown for him. So that's been exciting. I got some flashcards to make. It's so fucking nerdy, but I got some flashcards to make nodes, so that when like people ask me about nodes, I can like, I don't like what is that from? I don't remember. I have to look it up. I can just kind of remember it, because once I do that, once I remember it, once it's in there, and we talk about it consistently, I can have more of. There we go. I feel better about it. Sometimes people ask me advice on Pass, and I'm like, bro, I don't know. I'm sorry. I haven't done that content in 3 years. I see why, like Seaton and Brian will do the new account challenges, because they're just really helpful to keep your brain updated on stuff that you haven't done in a long time. Come on, dude. Oh, he just wants to... Yeah. You're a jerk, and you're dead now. Thanks for the advice. Yeah. Of course, sure, yeah, bro. I took up Cap Marvel, Zero Regrets. She solo Winter Soldier in 284 hits with SP2, dealt 39k heavy and 13k crit. Yeah. Yeah, she's fun. Speaking of, how did you find Dragon Man? His kit looks impressive. I got a 4 to 5 Mystic Gem. I think it might be for him. Yeah, that's what I did. I had the 4 to 5 Mystic Gem and I popped it right in there. No. He's really fun. He's got those immunities. He's got a lot going on for him, and he's very fun to play. So I would go for it and not look back, Scarco. I was considering saving it for something like Mojo, if I got, because I had some SIGs and stuff, but I never awakened to Mojo. And I don't know, Dragon Man he's a dragon, man. Felt like that was going to be the way. It's nice having you around, Falstaff. Lets me know I'm not the only person behind in the rest of the community. Yeah, that's what I'm here for. I'm here for hey, did you just kind of screw off the game for a little while and say, but you're kind of coming back to it because you still like it a little bit. It's like your ex-girlfriend you just can't get enough of. That's what I'm here for. I'm here for you to empathize with that way. Here to provide the moral support that we all need. I feel like a non-tech robot is going to be needed one day. Yeah. It's nice to... It's like... I think that's the only one, right? In the whole game? It's really nice to have. I know nothing about notes. Reading is dumb. It is dumb. Well, sometimes when you just open that up, and there's this block of text, and you're like, how is this work? How is this going to interact? Like, once you start playing it, you sort of get the feel for it, but when it's just a block of text, your brain can turn into mush. At least mine can. Just like, meh. Much... Like, I'm a visual learner to the core. Like, show me, show me how to do it, and I can do it. But I gotta, I like reading a lot, but like reading about how to do something is just, or how something works is just like, blech. Like, let's just get in there and get our hands dirty. You know what I mean? Dragon Man looks really useful. I saw Cam's video on him and I really want him now. Yeah. Cam had a great video on him. Chat in the new account challenges is crazy. Don't know what it is that brings in the nutters. I know. People show up in droves. Just like, Brian was getting, 1,500 people in his streams, 3,000 people in his streams sometimes. Like, for the end parts, it was insane. People love that stuff, but it does bring out all the crazies. Mods, we need mods in here. Hopped into Act 6.2, saw one note and backed out. Yeah, I'm not reading all that yet. 6.2. 6.2 is a pain in the butt. Really? Really, buddy? Okay. It can be fun, but there's a lot of challenge. Like 6.2 is what made me take a break from the game. I was like, I don't want to play this. You know, I watched Brian's streams playing it. It was really fun to see how he solved the problems without using items and all that stuff. And I was like, oh, this is... And going back and through the path, like, he was having a blast. For me, I was like, this is just painful for me, and I just put the game down. It's like, no thanks. Then sometime early this year, I decided I was finally gonna get it done. Once I did that, I was like, maybe I'll start streaming. It seems like fun. Getting to do this stuff with everybody here and helping out and giving advice. That was what I missed the most, was the computer. Okay, this guy's just gonna kill me. You fucking asshole. You know what? We're gonna cheat. Sorry, cheating is happening. Okay, we're gonna get rid of all that stuff. Close all that out. We're gonna come back into the game and uncheat our way out of that fight. Just pulled 4-star Doom. Should I rank him up? I have a lot of Mystic ISO and Class Catalyst. Absolutely. With your roster that I saw, 4-star Doom is gonna help you out. Go for it. I didn't even know Dragon Man was a robot. Yeah, when you see him, he doesn't look like a robot. He looks like a Dragon Man. But yeah, he was built and then, like, spells were cast on him. He's a mystical robot. He is very fun to play. Breathes fire? Hell yeah. Exactly what I want out of my Dragon Man. There we go. He's down. Yeah. Yes, Doom is very good. Sure, yeah, definitely. Aaron, have a look at Jubilee's abilities and tell me you don't need a headache tablet afterwards. Yeah, there's a lot going on there. She has prowess, and she actually has pretty decent damage, but she's just competing in a very competitive class. I got her, and I actually duped her like a couple of times, I think. So I'm very tempted to take her up just for the funsies. Oh, I pulled her twice, okay. But yeah, it's like, whoa, all of text. Someday, someday we'll get in there and read what the hell all that just said. I like BG's itemless stuff, just hundreds of people telling him to use an item or be less boring. Man, I just put those streams on and just like chilled out in the back room, did arena, and popped my head up when there was an interesting fight and came back. BG is just like kind of like a, I don't know, he's just a nice, relaxing, stream just to listen to and hang out. I didn't even need to open up her abilities to get a headache. I saw the brief summary and how much, and that's enough for me. Thing that gets me is when someone is streaming event or quest, so they're fighting it, and people in chat say, use this champ, use that champ. The streamer is fighting, has his 5 champs already chosen. I know. It's like, oh, okay, I just saw you tell me to, okay, so I'm just going to back out. I'm already like 6 fights in, though, but yeah, I guess I'll back out and pick the champion you want me to use, or that I don't even have. It is sort of odd. But people like you're not actually helping, but thank you for being here, you know, like that's kind of how I feel in those situations. You're like, you know, that's not helpful, but thank you for being here and chilling out. Appreciate your input. Why can't I ghost Mr. Sinister? I can't ghost anybody, so. BG chat is so annoying now, but have you seen Seaton chat? Oh my goodness. Is it really? I never, like, I hang out in BG chat all the time, and I don't get annoyed. If you're talking about, like, the jokes and stuff, I mean, it's you know, the whole thing, it's a shtick. And it's fun for, I think it's fun for BG, you know, people pay to have these dumb jokes read, and it's all in good fun. He's got a laugh button for it. It's a nice rapport. If he didn't enjoy it, he wouldn't read it, you know. How to play Jane Foster. Stunlock and heavy spam. Stunlock and heavy spam, yeah. Or the Karina challenges. Just use Doom for the Inhumans challenge. Yeah, sure. Why are you not using your Sorcerer Supreme here? He's your highest ranked champ. Put in Omega Red. You're like, bro. Now you gotta figure some of those are trolls, but a lot of them aren't. Some people are they just have something to say and they feel the need to get it out. That happens in any big stream, you know. In with, you know, 6 or 7 viewers here, you know, we can have a much more curated conversation. But like if you have 400 people in your chat or 500 people in your chat, like there's gonna be a mix of trolls and people who don't understand what is actually going on in the game and all of that. It's just one of the perils of, like, if you ever watch, like, you know, some of the really big ones that don't have like slow mode or members only on, like Typical Gamer or something like that, like their chat is going a mile a minute. There's absolutely no way you can read it. Like he'll look up and look at something and just something will flash by and he'll read it out loud. You know, he's got like what, 11 million subscribers now, something like that. It's insane. No, not the jokes. Lol. Okay. Seaton doesn't care though. He doesn't read it, and if he does, he tells them they're being dumb. Yeah. Seaton has no time for anybody's BS. He's like, okay. So, I'm not sure what you're saying there, man. And he'll just move right along. I love all the shticks in BG stream. It's awesome. Some lasted this long, like Spidey cut off. I remember years ago, and I was like freaking 3 years ago, and I was doing the Spidey cutoff joke back in the day. Oh my god, this lady is taking no damage whatsoever. I get that it's class disadvantage, but jeebus. Okay. Well, let me just get this Quake down, and I'll read the next comment. Arena. I just lost my streak in Arena, and suddenly I'll never play that game mode again. Arena. I just lost a Quake in Arena. Why aren't you using Aegon? What's up, Miss Jane? Yeah, that was a poor Tigra showing. I could not get any damage off. I don't know what I'm doing with her yet. Teach me how to use Tigra. Aaron C. I have no idea what I'm doing. Did you want us to? We totally could. Yeah, no. Also, I genuinely enjoy a lot of the jokes in IC and VG chat. Yeah, it's really... The last pun joke was good. Yes, oui. C'est jalo. Very clever. Okay, thank you. Rip Tiger, Onyx Olympian. Oh, what's up, Onyx Olympian? Coming in just in time to see me scrub it up. We got some derpage going on. I didn't put derpage in the title, but you just consider it a guarantee anytime you come into the Falstaff stream. We're gonna get some derpage going. Keep cutting off my chin, so I'm like, eating the bottom of the frame. There we go. It's late. Hi all. Also bye all, because I'm right about to go to bed. Oh, thank you for stopping in, Onyx Olympian. Thanks for hitting that like button, which I know you did. Thank you so much. I can't teach you, Tigra. Watch MSD. Okay, fine. Say it loud, and it's almost like praying. Say it soft, and I'm quitting the game. Arena. A lot of people hate the changes too. Arena, 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 arena. I'm not gonna go for that note right now. It's too late. Too late, and I think my roommates are trying to sleep. That's Arena. Lyrics by definitely not Stephen Sondheim. Sondheim is rolling over in his grave. Oh, he's not dead? Oh, okay. Never mind. Here you go, Falstaff, courtesy of Chad Jones. Okay, here we go. Hold on. An Englishman? How did you know that I already hit the like button? I had a feeling, Onyx Olympian. I just had this feeling. An Englishman, Frenchman, Spaniard, and German are watching a performer. He asks them if they can all see him. They say, yes, we see, ja. Yes, we see, yeah. That took me for, like, way longer. Ugh. That took me way longer than it should have. An Englishman, a Frenchman, a Spaniard, and a German are watching a performer. He asks them if they can see him. They say, yes, we see, yeah. Got it now. Got it. That is pretty good. I like that one. That's an excellent... You gotta know a few things to get that joke. This is why I have you around, Falstaff. The eater ticket prices are way too expensive. Yeah, I'm your own personal TKTS booth. I'm your own personal gold star. You can get cheap tickets here. Damn, you can't do that. My brain will itch all night without that last note. Well, I don't think I can do that last note right now. It's 1:40 in the morning. Oh, see, I gotta put that in my nose, and in order to put my nose, I have to go a little higher on the volume, and then, I get, the cops come, I get issued a citation. Perhaps another time, perhaps in a day stream sometime. When I write out the entire lyrics to Arena. I'll never stop grinding. Arena. I want to die in arena. Oh, okay. We're doing America now. Okay, I see. I want to die in arena. Units are free in arena. For a small fee in arena. So you'll lose your soul in arena. Dun 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 dun. We gotta talk about America, okay? And I'm not talking about the country. I'm talking about the song. America, for those of you who don't know, is only performed by the Shark Women in the actual stage version of the play, which I think is a tragic mistake for the Sharks. Because without that song, like in the movie, they brilliantly brought Bernardo and the Sharks in. Without it, the Sharks are just bad guys. You get the dance at the gym that sort of humanizes them, but otherwise, to an American audience, they're just like to a predominantly white audience, they're just like the brown-skinned bad guys in the play. With America, oh my God, we have a bunch of human beings finally on stage, and we sympathize because we get tons of Jet songs humanizing them, and we don't get that with the Sharks. So if you are producing that play, do what my high school did and my youth theater did, and put the Sharks in that scene. In that dance, they absolutely need to be. It's a much more fun tete-a-tete if it's Bernardo and Anita instead of Francesca and Anita. And that is another structural problem with West Side Story, this time in the first act, though. Sure, yeah, bro, saying bye, guys. See you later, sure, yeah. Thanks for coming in, my friend. I got some lols. You copied it. Nice. There we go. Yeah. For a small fee in arena. Dun, 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 dun. Marina from Stingray. Love it. Not for me. The Phantom of the Arena. The Phantom of the Arena is there. Inside your grind. All right. His streak, it sang to me. Voices. I haven't worked that one out yet. Wait, say that again, Falstaff. I have a pen and paper now. Just rewind the stream a little bit. This is what people come to MCOC streams, right? That's what they come for, is the telling you how to working out the structural problems in musicals and plays. Put the Shark Men in America. I don't think I want anything inside my grind. Thank you very much. The Phantom don't care. The Phantom of the Opera is there. Look down, look down. You're always on the grind. Look down, look down. I have to work on that one. Look Down is the perfect song for a grind. Sweet Jesus doesn't care. No, bring me champion 2461. We'll figure that one out later. The new episodes of Lucifer, there's a singing one like Glee. It killed me. Sorry if a spoiler, but I had to tell someone I'm still stunned. Oh, okay. I love that kind of stuff. The streak, it sang to me, the infinite, the power not to die, to still be great. Avoiding death matches is all I find. I'm gonna die doing this dumb shit. The phantom of the arena is there, inside my grind. It's not bad, Miss Jane. Now bring me units 24601. My grind is up and my reward's begun. You know what that means. Yes, it means I'm free. No! The new arena starts on Thursday, don't you know? You must start again. I grinded all my champs. Oh boy. Hit me up with them, chat. Let's get what am I singing next? Making you lose your shit. Almost, right? You are not poison immune, sir. Sit down. The infinite. Listen, you're allowed to infinite. You're allowed to take a little poetic license to make things rhyme. My advanced placement English teacher in high school talk about she was mad at Star Trek for saying to boldly go where no one has gone before. You know, because in English you're supposed to say to go boldly where no one has gone before. And I'm like, hello, can we talk about poetic license here for a second? Because it just sounds better to boldly go where no one has gone before. Like there's a lot of oh and ah and extended vowel sounds in that sentence. And to go boldly sounds dumb. It's correct. But to boldly go where no one has gone before is a way better way to say it. Poetic license. You're an English teacher, for God's sake. We're learning Shakespeare. Do you think he gives a shit about grammar? No, is the answer to that. He does not. He will verb nouns like a mother trucker. Why am I doing hard content on drunk rip revives? Aaron C., you gotta watch out for that man. Falstaff, you must have been dreaming. Pep method just isn't true. Falstaff, keep spinning your crystals and you'll pull someone new. Oh God, what is this? Falstaff, you must have been dreaming. Pep method just isn't true. Keep spinning your crystals and you'll pull someone new. You're gonna have to give me a song there, Ms. Jade. I'm not picking up on the tune. But I was trying to catch the tune. Yeah, exactly. 2 a.m. I'm all for 2 a.m. opera. Tell me you've seen Key and Peele, Les Mis. Yeah, sit down. You are not immune. Split infinitive. Unbloody forgivable. The poetic license. This isn't a term paper. It's Star Trek. Space. Final frontier. These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise. Its continuing mission to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life and new civilizations, to boldly go where no one has gone before. It's sexy the way it is. To go boldly. Nobody wants to end a sentence on Lee. She was wrong. she should know that she's wrong. Still Phantom. Yes. It's not like you. Once I saw Colm Wilkinson, like, Colm Wilkinson has such a distinct voice that, like, I did not, like, I expected somebody else to do Phantom, and it was like a Cameron McIntosh thing that they did years ago on PBS, and he came out doing his Colm Wilkinson stuff, like his Valjean stuff on all over the Phantom, and it was like, whoa. I guess I was so used to what's his face. Michael, what's his face? That the voice just really, he's like doing his. Bring him home. Oh, sorry. The sit down one was going for Guys and Dolls. Oh. Sit down, you're not immune. That's right. Okay, I get it now. I was wondering why there were 4 sit downs instead of just, 2. But that makes a lot more sense. I dreamed last night I got the champ from Arena. And by some chance I had brought my butts along. And there I stood, kindly letting my computer play the game. But Kabam servers knew right from wrong. And they said to yourself, you're banned. You're banned from using the bots. Said to myself, I'm banned. I'm banned because I use the bots. And line chat will drag you under by the sharp lapel of your checkered coat. I just didn't know the words to change there. Sit down. You're banned for using bots. It's a work in progress. I was flagged on Twitch for copyright, was playing Call of Duty Mobile and singing along to the in-game music. Really? Well, this channel ain't exactly monetized at this point, so I don't know what I can and can't get away with, because like there's plenty of guitarists and singers on Twitch doing covers. Like, what's the difference? I don't see James Corden doing that one. Yeah. Why are we all facing the same? I just want. Yeah, I was wondering if we change the lyrics, does it still get? I don't know. 421 for iBomb at 37 million. Did you get him? What did he end up going for? I was I was gonna do a day stream yesterday, and then I got an email. So I applied for this grant through in America, we've got this thing called the PPP loans, which is a Paycheck Protection Program, and they just entered round 6, which had a bunch of stuff for the arts and nonprofits. And so I submitted an application because we could get potentially like a decent sized loan to cover some of our expenses over the past year where we just bled money. And they emailed me and they said, we're ready to move forward on the grant, but it looks like your nonprofit status is suspended in the state of California. And I was like, what? So I called the Secretary of State's office, and it turns out one of our former board members was not doing the job he was supposed to be doing and submitting some forms. So I had to go back through 10 years of freaking, like, they wanted 10 years of financial statements, and then I had to submit a form and then submit another form and pay a fine and then pay for the submission fee for the other form. So like, what was supposed to be a fun stream day turned into a slight panic attack as I was worried about my company's nonprofit status. Our federal status is fine, but I was just like, are you kidding me? It's one more mess of that, guys, I had to clean up, and it's just, I'm getting tired of it. He's a dear friend, but Jesus. Anyway, so I don't know where that came from, but yeah. How did that I-bomb grind go? I don't know, but it's fun and worth it. I agree. Singing along. Oh, what's wrong with singing along? Twitch, you can get away with more than YouTube. You used to be able to, but Twitch has started cracking down. Yes, congrats, Scarco. Nice. Maybe you think of Monsters, Inc. Put that thing back where it came from, or so help me. And God, it's a work in progress. Yeah. Yeah. I've got notebooks back here full of MCOC themed musicals. I wanted to do, for the longest time, I had this idea of doing a Terminator 2 musical, like the Terminator 2 the musical or the T2-sicle. And my brother and I actually wrote a bunch of songs for it. And then somebody out here in LA ended up beating me to it. They were the people who did Point Break Live, which was a blast. But they ended up doing a Terminator 2 like musical thing and kind of killed the momentum for me. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Terminator 2. I'm not gonna spare your lives. I turn my hands into knives. Anyway, that was some of the lyrics that I can remember off the top of my head. Hey. Have you seen this boy? Have you seen him? Dun, dun, dun. There's a big dance number in the arcade. Hey, Falstaff, are you a reader? Looks like we got ourselves a reader. Yes, sir, drug researcher Kapalapa. I am a reader. Not anymore, I believe. Not sure. I was only testing out if I could stream again. I gotcha. So you did get the I-bomb. Good, good. I wasn't I mean, I figured that was enough, but I wasn't sure. Okay, the message had an important update about DMCA. I laughed and said, YMCA. Going into DMs. If I were BG, I would give you a boo on that one. I think that's boo worthy. You can take a lap though. Remember Psych the musical? I have not seen that. No. I can totally see it. Red light on the Psych, dry ice, fake foot left on the stage as he walks through the liquid nitrogen. Yeah. I want it to be as cheap as possible. Like, the cheaper it is, the funnier it is. So, like, you know, when they're driving through the tunnel, it's just like I don't know if you ever saw, like, a production of Footloose, but they would have these, like, when they were, like, driving motorcycles, they were just these half motorcycles that they were on, like, rollers, and they were, like, running behind them, like, pretending that they were riding motorcycles, and I wanted to do that for the motorcycle scene. And then the truck would just be, like, a big cardboard, like, painted semi truck that he's like sitting up there and like he's got the wheel in his hands, he's holding it, trying to get them, and then there's just people all in black, like just throwing like shopping carts and other refuse at the truck. I thought that would be really fun. Oh, 421. I thought you meant like that was your streak. Sorry. Yeah. The Always Sunny musical. Yes. It's wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful. Rob McElhenney killed it on that dance that he did. I was listening to a podcast with him and Dax Shepard, and they're just talking about how much work that actually was to get back into the shape that he needed to be in, and then learn that dance and be able to do it with like confidence and look good and have it actually emotionally hit, which is very strange for It's Always Sunny to do, you know, like to have a genuine moment. I'm currently about halfway through the Illuminatus trilogy. It's pretty thought-provoking. It has a lot of concepts written in the 1975. Wanted to share that it's a good read. I've seen. I looked at that back in the day. I never picked it up. I was more into the fantasy side of stuff. I read a lot of fantasy books growing up, but David Eddings and Tad Williams. Terry Goodkind, Terry Brooks, George R. R. Martin. Like, I was a big fantasy nerd. I didn't get into as much of the sci-fi, but I still picked up a few. And I remember the Illuminatus trilogy a little bit, but I don't remember if I read it or not. I don't think I read it. For Grease, we had the front half of a car, rolled it back into the stage bleachers when it wasn't used. Yeah, we had something similar, because it comes right after that scene where we had the front part of a car and the bleachers would open, and then that car would come out with the headlights, and the audience always got a kick out of it because it's a car on stage and there's headlights coming at you, and and he turns it off, and then the scene starts. That dance was really good, and Frank's reaction, man, it was amazing. Shows that Always Sunny, when they want to be serious, they can still hit really high. Yeah, really. I just reread Magician by Feist. I have not read that yet. I just started reading I finished reading the King Killer Chronicles, at least the books that are out, the Patrick Rothfuss books, and I just started The Lies of Locke-Lamora, which is kind of a blast so far. It feels like an Ocean's 11-y type fantasy book, where you meet all these people and they're not what they seem at first, and they're all kind of like criminals that know each other, and they're all con men, but it's set in this cool fantasy world against this backdrop of what I liked about it a lot is that it felt like a world I hadn't been in before, whereas a lot of fantasy can feel derivative. I highly recommend it. Lies of Locke-Lamora, if you haven't read it already. That one, Patrick Rothfuss books are dope. The George R. R. Martin books are obviously great, at least the first three. If he ever finishes it, let's see. My first fantasy novel I ever read when I was in hospital as a teenager. Okay. Raymond Feist, am I saying that right? The most of the sci-fi stuff I got into was Heinlein. I read Starship Troopers and Stranger in a Strange Land, and a few others. I really like those books. Terry Goodkind is one of my favorite authors. I've read the Seeker series many times. I haven't finished it. I think I stopped at book 7 or 8, and I didn't pick it up. I haven't picked it up since. But did he ever finish that story? Because I started getting a little tired. It was man, they're just gonna try to find a way to get Richard away from the sword again, and Kalan is, or get her power. It kind of felt like it was doing the same thing over and over again for a couple of books. But that's also why I stopped reading the Terry Brooks novels, because the Sword of Shannara kind of felt like a retread. After book 3, I was like, oh, we're just kind of doing the same story again. But I've been meaning to get back into the Goodkind books to finish. I read all of the Robert Jordan books except for except for the last one, which is the Brandon Sanderson finishing off. I got all the way to the second to last book that Brandon Sanderson did. I really like how he was wrapping it up, but I just never finished it. So I got to get in and finish The Wheel of Time too at some point. Man, talk about spinning your wheels. Robert Jordan was spinning his wheels. Like Winter's Heart, like nothing happens in that book. Like Perrin cuts off somebody's hand, and that's about it. And then Brandon Sanderson comes along. He's like, "Hey, guess what? We're closing this stuff out. We're cleansing the." Well, I don't want to spoil anything for people who are who are dying to read the Robert Jordan series, but it was like, oh, okay, we're actually going to finish this series. Great. For those of you who don't know, Robert Jordan wrote a series called The Wheel of Time, very heavily influenced by Tolkien. At its roots, but much more political, and a lot longer. But he died before he could finish it. So Brandon Sanderson, another fantasy author, was hired by Tor to finish up, and he went through like this. Robert Jordan's widow gave him all the notes that he had collected over the years, and he was able to finish the story. But I haven't finished it myself. Yeah, I'm still waiting on his third book too. Yeah. Patrick Rothfuss is great. Yeah. Got an Australian author named Sarah Douglas. Wayfarer trilogy. Yes. I've heard of the Wayfarer trilogy. I haven't read it yet, but I've had several recommendations. It might be something that I pick up very soon. You stopped at book 10 on the and the Terry Goodkind ones, preachy, repetitive. Yeah, that was my thing too. It was like part of his religious stuff was like really starting to rear into there, in his political views, and it was just the same story over and over again. So yeah, the last one I read was about zombies, basically. Oh Lord. Someone told me not to start Wheel of Time because the ending was bad. I don't know. From where I am, there's a lot of good story in Wheel of Time. I think it's worth your time to read a lot of it, but some of it can really be. There's just so much cake. There's too much cake sometimes. Don't get me started on Robert Jordan. I can't imagine what my more enlightened mind would think of Robert Jordan these days, because looking back on, there's a lot of interesting ideas that he had about the sexes in those books that if I remember correctly, and specifically how the power worked between men and women and all that shit. So I'm certain we could have quite the fun conversation there, Miss Jane. I'm never going to go back and reread them, but I would like to finish the story to see what actually happens at the end. And if they do end up making that show, they've been threatening to make it forever. I hope they do a good job. Especially with the White Tower and all that stuff. That would be, it'd be fun if they could figure out how to do it well. And cut out all the crap that you don't need. Because there's a lot of crap in there you don't need. I like the ending, but then again, I finished that series when I was like 18. Okay, yeah. Maybe I should go back. Here's a 1,200-page novel that covers a day, right? More political than Tolkien. Well, Tolkien's political stuff is more subtle, I guess, and at least it's steeped in allegory, whereas Terry Goodkind is putting his libertarian ideals front and center and really smacking you in the face with them a lot, and it's kind of annoying. Tolkien is the best. By cake, you mean that dry rock cake with sad raisins and nipples out for tea? Yeah, too much cake. Now, there's a lot of frosting on that cake. Oh, no love for the greatest fantasy series, Goosebumps? Hey, man, some of those older, like, Goosebumps were good. Remember the ones that were, like, super, like, the scary stories to tell in the dark? With that, like that scarecrow that like murdered people and stretched their skin over on a road. I was like, this book. I was in grade school reading this stuff. Just finished all my 5 stars, 200K from the next milestone. I hate that. Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, I was really tired of Jordan by the end, and when he died, and then I saw somebody else finish it, I was like, oh really? So you're telling me they're gonna do this and they're gonna wrap this shit up in 3 books? I'll give it a shot. So I read the first 2, but I still haven't finished the third one, or even started the third one. I haven't even bought it yet. And I just don't think about it very often, but all of that stuff is up in the old brain though. Okay. Don't know that I enjoy being smacked in the face by libertarian ideals. Well, that's the Terry Goodkind ones. Not, I wouldn't. There are a couple of good books. The first one, Sword of Truth, is a cool book. But after he got some success, he decided to start pushing a bit more of that stuff into the books, and you could tell. Like, but there are good books among that series. Sword of Truth being one of them. Was Goodkind the one with the characters in the red leather with weapons that hurt them when they hit someone? Yep, that was him. With the, what were they called? Not Aja. Aja was in the Robert Jordan books. With the Aes Sedai. Yeah, they were called something, but yeah, they were they were skin tight red leather that I think he had to wear a collar too that would hurt him every time he thought about hurting them. I don't know, those books were weird. I read a ton of Goosebumps. I remember ordering them in school from his catalog magazine. We got one a week in school. Yeah, those are great. So those Goosebumps scared the shit out of me when I was a kid. Yeah, man, they were pretty threatening. Those were fun. James, what's up? What's up, Leo? In Leo's chat. What's going on, James? We're just sitting here talking about fantasy books. Scariest book I ever read was The Stand by Stephen King. I read that. Did you read the author's, like, did you read his extended version? That's the one I read. I liked it a lot. King is really interesting. Like, I can get really sucked into his stuff. I never read the Gunslinger stuff, but apparently I need to. But apparently I don't need to read them all. People tell me they're definitely books that I could skip, but I don't know which one yet. Eventually I'm going to read the first one, because I do want to get in on the Gunslinger conversations, and I want to know why everybody's upset about the movie, which I didn't watch, but everybody said it's terrible. Surprise, surprise. Mrs. Jane knows the one with the characters in red leather. Yeah. I love the Dean Koontz books. I read, what's the one with the dog? The super smart dog? I read a few Dean Koontz books. I was a big, like, Dean Koontz, my mom was into it, so I would pick up the ones when she finished, and they were pretty good. I was a huge Michael Crichton fan when I was in high school, too. I read all of his books, including his autobiography, Travels, which was dope. It was better than some of his other books. Like, he has this whole thing in the beginning where he talks about, like, the opening line of the book is, like, it's very difficult to saw through a human skull. And he's just talking about, like, I was like, what a first line. It's something like that. That's not officially what it is, but it's about, you know, his time in medical school and stuff at that point. But he has a lot of a lot of cool stories. Girls in red leather. Masochistic. Yeah, they were definitely masochistic. I remember being so scared in my room, looking over the book, thinking I was being watched like the characters inside the book. Yeah, The Stand has a very, like, claustrophobic atmosphere to it sometimes. My favorite books as a kid were The Boxcar Children. I read those too. Yeah. Awesome, wholesome stories. I remember The Boxcar Children. Aragon books, anyone? I never read Aragon. I think by the time I was made aware of them, they were a little too YA for me. I watched the movie though. That was fine. I knew a kid in primary school called Stephen King. His brother's name was actually Wayne. Wayne. Maybe their parents were fans. I loved Odd Thomas books. Dean Koontz, yeah. Jurassic Park was the shit. Jurassic Park, Sphere, Congo, The Great Train Robbery, The Andromeda Strain. Read all those, man. From Aragon, I remember epic Dragon Rider battles. Yeah, that's about like I said, I didn't read it, but I watched the one movie that came out. Scariest Story, More Tomorrow. Short story, Michael Marshall Smith. The book went into the freezer for a while. More Tomorrow. I'll have to check that out. Oh yeah, Capalepa, that's awesome. Killer Nanobot Clouds. Ooh. You have to watch the movie Midsommar. It's so hot, it's eye-opening. Yeah, Midsommar is it's quite the experience. It's one of those movies that I was like, I think I only need to see this once, but I'm glad I watched it. Anything interesting to open? We can open a Grandmaster Crystal. I'm gonna hit the hay. It's 2:16 in the morning here. I gotta get up tomorrow. I gotta move. It's the last day to move before Memorial Day. I had a bunch of our stuff out of the storage space. We're moving into a smaller space that costs less money, but we downsized a bunch of our stuff. But I gotta get up in the morning and do all that crap. Everybody loves moving, right? Anything good? Nada. Prey is probably the scariest book I've read. Prey. What is that? Oh, Michael Crichton. I don't think I read this one. 2002. Yeah, okay. So that makes sense. I was out of my Michael Crichton phase at that point. I have to go back and check this out. I almost died in 2001 from viral meningitis. And I spent the next couple of years doing a lot of... I didn't read many books during that time. Afterwards, I was like out doing other crazy things. Because after that, after you're nearly dead, nothing really scary. Things that were scary before aren't scary anymore. So you just get out and start doing crazy stuff. Moving to Los Angeles. Do you have any other crystals that are worth opening? Oh, we'll do one of these. Thronebreaker Arena Crystal. Maybe we'll get some units. You're moving faucet? No, I'm just moving stuff out of my storage space. Like our theater company's storage space, we've had it for years, but the price, keeps steadily going up every 6 months. Now we're just paying way too much for a storage space. We just needed to downsize. We found a shared space with another person, and we're moving it all into there. It's a good $140 cheaper per month, and after the year we just had, we need to save all the money we can get. So. I don't remember Prey being scary, but by that time I'd read 20 Stephen King books plus the Gunslinger series, so I had a tolerance for scary stuff. Right. After finding out Dom was close to you, it's time to go, huh? Yeah, I gotta get out of here before that guy comes hanging around. Prey is the nanobot books Scarco is talking about. Oh, is that... Yeah, okay, gotcha. Yeah, I have the wiki open here. No, it's a protagonist Jack Foreman, an unemployed software programmer. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I used to devour Michael Crichton books, but yeah, I think I stopped at that point. And before that, the Goosebumps series were scary. I remember being scared about a mummy Goosebumps. I don't know, Mummy Goosebumps. I read it like 15, I think. Okay. Yeah. Things that were scary back then, you have a little more perspective on it as a more mature adult. All right. That's it for me. Thank you all for showing up. Thanks for bringing the conversation. It has been a blast talking to y'all. I'll be back on tomorrow night. No day stream or anything tomorrow. As like I said, I got to move a bunch of stuff. Anybody read the fantasy books by Piers Anthony? No. I always saw him. He was more of the... wasn't he more of the sci-fi side? So I don't think I dived in. But I'll have to give it a shot. All right, y'all. Have a good night, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Peace, everybody.